Today I get to take advantage of one of the most wonderful Austin issues, traffic. Good Lord. Does anybody like traffic anywhere? At any time? Does anybody ever say traffic is good? Because people complain about traffic in Austin constantly. I'm hopefully in the coming weeks going to start making more bodywork based videos and supplement that with these sort of conversational pieces that I do both in the car and doing interviews with other people. I have some folks that I need to line up to do some interviews with so we can talk shop. But I want to do more bodywork based content to show some technique. We're moving towards online classes, and I'm really excited to be able to interact with students that way, to be able to answer questions at a distance. I regularly talk to people in Washington State, Oregon, Maine, places who want to study with me, but I'm just too far away in Texas. So we're going to push that online education as far as it'll go. Tomorrow I'm giving a talk at Lauderstein Conway about marketing at their job fair. Really excited to be able to see a portion of my local community. Always fun to talk to them and see what's going on. Massage therapists consistently on the Massage Entrepreneurs group are talking about, how do they find clients? How do they get clients? How do they draw in clients? And I don't have all of the answers in any way, shape, or form related to massage business, much less business at large. I can only demonstrate what's worked for me. I can only talk about what seems to have allowed my business to thrive to the point where I'm relatively at ease when it comes to clients. And at this stage, I'm not really pushing for more clients. I'm pushing classes and retail because that's been a more lucrative revenue stream, and it frees up my time immeasurably. So, for instance, it took me about 6 months in private practice to realize, if I keep pushing the way I'm going, I'm going to be completely booked out for like 3 months, and I'm not going to have time to do anything else. In other words, I'm not going to have time to educate other massage therapists in the work that I'm doing because I'd be so busy seeing clients. So when therapists are talking about, how do they find clients, my only brass tacks, rubber meets the road advice is like, go talk to people. One of the reasons I'm so adamant about social media is I don't see massage therapists producing content to communicate with their potential target market. I don't see them embracing 21st century word of mouth to be able to continue to connect with people. And in the end, we can use a dry word like networking, but all networking is going and talking to people. When I go to Lauderstein Conway tomorrow, I'm not paid to go do that talk, but I can guarantee you after that talk, potentially a couple of people will contact me and want to get a session. Or a couple of therapists are going to ask about when my next class is. The reason I do that talk for free is because it's promotion, because it allows me to talk to a large number of people at one time, and that's why I make videos. It's maximizing my time by creating something that can be viewed again and again and again. When I Facebook Live that talk tomorrow, it's because I don't want to reach out just to the 50 or 100 people in that room. I want to reach out to thousands of massage therapists all across the United States and world. Massage therapists who are striving to build a larger, more lucrative practice, you have to go talk to people. I can't explain to you exactly how to do that because it depends on your aptitude. Maybe you don't want to make videos. Maybe for you, the big deal is honestly just to go and talk with people in person. It's to make quick phone calls and set up appointments with chiropractors and say, hey, my name is, Lucretia. I work as a massage therapist. I'm looking for clients and notice that you don't have a massage therapist. Could we have a sort of referral program? I can't give you exact answers except for the fact that you have to spend more time working on the business. Most massage therapists, in my experience, do a perfectly fine massage, What they're really failing at is business. And that's why I started the Massage Entrepreneurs Group, because I wanted a forum where massage therapists could begin discussing that. I understand that we're always going to work on the body work. We're always going to work on technique, taking good CE classes to refine our skill. But what are you doing for the business? And here's the thing, it's not going to happen overnight. I talked to Patrick Chris, he's in London. He's a budding massage therapist. You know, he puts out tons of social media content. He and I talk about this regularly, chats with me on Facebook and also Instagram. And I try to help him with his business because he's producing social media and video content, but he's still a little bit challenged to get clients in the door. And I keep just giving him another piece and say, try this, try that, because I can't give him this one exact thing that he can do that's going to work for him and it'll work for every massage therapist, except you have to go talk to people. Now, in what form that happens, I'm not completely sure. The reason I talk about social media so obsessively is it's free for me to produce this video content. It doesn't cost me anything to build a fan base. Now, when you're building the business, you've decided to do this, it's a marathon. And before you can actually run those 26 plus miles, you're going to have to run a quarter mile and sweat. And you're going to have to train and run a half mile and sweat and run a mile and sweat and keep building and keep growing. And it may take years. Sometimes when I talk to massage therapists who want to be in private practice, I'm like, listen, do you basically want to work 60 hours a week and get paid 20 hours a week for 5 years? That turns a lot of them off. And here's the thing, if you don't want to do that, I don't recommend private practice. It takes time. Lisa Poole on the Massage Entrepreneurs Group recently mentioned the fact that it's taken her years to build her private practice, and part of the way she was able to do that is because she had the financial support of her partner. And that's a very honest, upfront comment that I liked, because it demonstrates a fundamental issue that, you have to pay the bills while you're building the business. When you start out, you've got more time than money. So you have to figure out for you, how do you go talk to people? How do you let them know you're a professional? How do you let them know you're in business? How do you let them know that you're personable and you want to engage? How do you let that husband's wife know that you'd also like to work on her? How do you best structure things to be able to communicate with your target market, the clients that you really want to work with? I can't give you a straight answer, because maybe you already work for a chiropractor. Maybe you have a home studio. Maybe you do out-call sessions. There's a lot of different factors, and it also depends on your emotional and psychological makeup about what you feel most comfortable doing. Many people I talk to are very uncomfortable making videos, and I don't have a problem documenting almost my entire life and uploading it. It's a very different response. You have to find what works for you, and that means trial and error and a whole lot of time. But here's the thing, if you do it, I want you to understand that when I worked for a chiropractor's office, when I would work for 2 weeks, when my practice and private practice picked up, I could make more in 3 days than I could make in 2 weeks at that chiropractor's office. And that's why eventually I could leave that chiropractor's office, because it didn't make sense financially, because I didn't need to pay them 50%. I could keep it all if I had clients of my own. That's what I built. That's what I continue to allow to grow. And my business is supporting me and my family in a way that has a little bit more ease and grace. I'm currently also paying for counseling, little things that improve my quality of life and actually help my business grow. And you just want to keep working at it. It really is a marathon. I cannot stress that enough. You have to work at it. If it were easy, everybody would do it. If it were easy, everybody would do it. My main challenges at this stage in my business are patience and don't get annoyed. Those are my two flaws. I'm not patient enough, and I allow small things to just annoy me because, well, I don't want to deal with it. Well, you have to deal with it. I mean, who doesn't get annoyed by taxes? Well, yeah, but you got to deal with the paperwork. It's just par for the course. You minimize those hassles over time, and you learn to delegate things. So, for instance, I'm hiring a videographer to help me with some editing and production. What happens as your business grows is you're going to delegate increasingly tasks, because it doesn't make sense for you to spend time tending to that when you need to focus on building the business. So at a certain point, you might not want to do your own graphic design. You'll want to hire someone to do that. At some point, it's not going to make sense to shoot your own videos. You're going to hire a videographer to do that, and allow those people with special skills that enjoy those tasks to do that while you focus on what you enjoy, which is maybe building the business and actually doing sessions. You know, it seems like the most uncreative video I've shot in a while. It's just such brass tacks information. It's just, how do you get it done? One of the things I plan on doing in the future, I believe through the Massage Entrepreneurs Group, is I want to take on a small number of students as mentors. And what I'm talking about is business, not Reboot, not my bodywork so much. I want to find a group of 10 to maybe 20, still debating numbers, where I get the therapist to do some online consultation with me, where I work with those 10 to 20 students over a month. Maybe like once a week we get together and we go over some basics. Now, each of those, let's say 10 people, you're going to have unique challenges in your business. And I'd want a little bit of diversity, because we have to cover our bases between somebody in private practice, somebody who wants a home studio, somebody who wants to do outcalls, somebody who's renting space or works in a cooperative or collective. But I want to record that information and float it through YouTube, because therapists need more mentorship and education related to how do you run the business. I don't really think that the bodywork itself is really that much of a challenge. In fact, I think that if you just put the smallest amount of energy into the business as you do the bodywork, I think you stand out. I think you stand out in such a large way that you stand out from the local competition. The reason I make these videos is because this stuff is picked up on Google. It's picked up via search engine optimization for, YouTube videos. And long term, it makes me look more professional. People trust me more because I made a video in my car on my phone, and it increases my professionalism. It allows me to connect not only with potential clients, but also potential students. So I'm hitting those target market bases. And here's the thing, the reason people pay attention to my videos, even though they might not be the most polished, is because not many massage therapists are talking about the things I'm talking about. The Massage Entrepreneurs Group has over 3,000 people in it, and has grown rapidly in the past year because nobody's discussing the issues that we talk about in that group. And that was exactly why I started it, because I didn't feel like the issues were being addressed. And I wanted to spearhead what I felt were some of the ways that massage therapists were falling short. When I give away, let's say you're one of those 10 therapists that gets in on that mentorship package, when I give that away, that therapist, even though I'm giving them business advice, they're more likely to want to come study my Reboot curriculum. And the reason is because I've connected with that person, but I'm also using that content to float it through YouTube to be able to help more massage therapists. And when I help more massage therapists, who do those massage therapists trust? Who do they want to study with? Who do they have a connection with? If they resonate with my message, I win. And it doesn't matter that I gave you, 4 to 8 hours of free mentorship content. Make sense? Massage therapists are not using video. They're not using Instagram. Tomorrow at Lauderstein Conway, I'll be talking about, I think, Snapchat and Instagram specifically. I want to discuss those because of some specific features that both offer that I don't see massage therapists using that absolutely just blow my mind. I don't understand why, but it always seems like the massage industry is removed from general business practice, from the rest of business. It's like there's all of business and then there's massage over here, and they're still trying to market like it's 1995 in a way that I find just completely confusing. So guys, it's a lot of work. If you want it, you can go take it, but it's a lot of work. You can't just listen to what I'm telling you. You have to go out and do. I don't want you to just follow my advice. I want you to go and I want you to watch my first YouTube video and watch all my videos in sequence. And I want you to emulate what I've done, because what you'll see is, wow, he started way over here and he didn't know what he was doing, and he kept tweaking and he kept tweaking and he kept going for years and years and years. And that is how your business is going to win. In fact, I think it's the only way your business is going to win. If you have a business coach, especially in the massage industry, if you have a business coach who is promising you that they're going to make you, wealthy because you're going to pay for their class, no. I'm not saying their class isn't valuable, and I'm not saying it's not worth what they're charging. What I am saying is, if you want to build the business, you have to do. Talk is cheap. Talk is really cheap. You have to go and you have to put on the shoes and you have to run the marathon. I'll see you guys again soon, and we'll Facebook Live tomorrow. I believe that talk is going to be at about 3:15 p.m. CST. So you guys have a great day, and I'll see you soon.